Hey, what's up, y'all? Good evening, good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing? How everybody feeling tonight? You know what I'm saying? So, welcome in. We are here for the post game show following our unfortunate loss to the Minnesota Vikings. But y'all know how we do. We here to chop it up. We're here to talk about it, and just go through this therapy session here together, because we're probably gonna need a little therapy session here tonight as we digest this going into Monday. But of course, I am your host, Toddy. And I want to welcome everybody in. I want to thank you very much for being here. I know it's getting later in the night. I apologize for being late. Also, I'm sorry about that. But we're gonna go through this thing, man. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna tell what we really dislike, and I'm sure there's a lot, to talk about that we really dislike. So we're gonna get into get into all that, man. We're gonna get into all that. This is just not a game that we should have lost. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I was highly pissed off, yo. Oh boy, I was so upset. This game, it really ticked me off, man. It really ticked me off. We basically lost to a guy who just walked into the facility, man. So I was very upset, man. Let me go through everybody that's checking in real quick. John Brooks in the building. What's up with you, John? How you feeling tonight? Optimus has to go. This dude in Ron Jeremy stash has to go. We should have won today. His play calling in the red zone sucks. We had the ball in the red zone and only came away with field goals. Good comment, man. I definitely agree with you on that. Chris Foot in the building says some BS. I agree with you on that also. What's happening with you, Chris? How you been? My guy Millie Mills checking in. Say ABG, what's up with it? What's up, Millie? How you feeling tonight, bro? What's going on? Miller says, hey, Tyler, why is everything so damn hard for this offense? Even a simple it is difficult. Arthur Smith got to go. Hashtag. Man, that's unfortunately, bro. That's so in our DNA. That's the life of a Falcons fan, man. Or the Falcons themselves. We make everything so difficult, everything so hard, man. It's so frustrating. As a fan, it's very, very frustrating, man. I was super frustrated watching this game earlier today. I was very frustrated. Said a lot of cuss words, man. I was just, just at a loss for words, man, that we actually lost this game, bro. I'm so mad. C Dub in the building, so we came to bang. Falcons need to be banged on tonight, bro. They really do, bro. They lost to the Vikings, missing their two best players, missing virtually their entire offense, and we lost to them at home. That's so ridiculous, man. That is so ridiculous. Steven Alford in the building. What's happening with you, Steve? How you doing tonight, bro? What's going on? What's happening? See, does no argument. Coach Stash has always been the problem. Yeah, I'm sure most of the fan base is fed up with him, ready for him to get out of here. Ready for him to get out of here, man. Ready for him to get out of here. Old toxic Arthur, Mr. Toxic himself. Old Art. Mr. FedEx billionaire himself. Old Art. I didn't even listen to his press game. His post game conference. I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. I probably listen to it tomorrow, but tonight I didn't want to hear nothing that guy had to say, bro. For real. I didn't want to hear nothing that guy had to say. So I didn't even bother. I normally listen to it after every game. I listen to the post game presser. I want to hear nothing that guy had to say. Nothing at all, man. I was just so bothered and frustrated by losing this game, bro. Now we 4-5. You know what I'm saying? 4-5. Man, we lose this Arizona game, bro. I'm not gonna even try to talk into existence, but boy, things will get spooky. We happen to lose to Arizona. I'm telling you, they'll get spooky. Miller says, B. John frustrated. Kyle Pitts and Drake is like, it's whatever. Jono trying to revive a career. It's just a check for Heineke. CP, Invisible, and Tyler Algier don't exist anymore. Arthur Smith got to go. Hashtag. Yeah, I can agree with most of that, man. And we're gonna dig into that tonight too. We definitely gonna dig in that tonight. Let me just make sure I catch everybody that said something. Mill said this thumbnail is exactly how I feel right now. I think it's how the whole fan base feel. My guy Demetrius Jeffrey in the building. How you feel tonight, Demetrius? How you doing, man? You know, I know that may be a little odd to X coming off a loss, but you know, hope you're doing well tonight. Demetrius says we came to bang. I could dig it, man. I could dig it. See, Dub said he also came to bang as well. Marina checking in as usual. How you feeling tonight, Marina? What's going on? Says came here to bang. Let's ring the bell on the bang. Let's ring the bell on that. People came in to bang tonight, so we got to ring the bell on that. Coach in the building. What's that? Which coach says what's up, T? A defense coordinator who does not spy adjustment. I came to bang on his whole. Let's ring the bell on that also. Let's ring the bell on everybody in chat ready to bang. Rusty in the building. What's happening with you, Rusty? Says being a fan of this team is depressing. Yeah, I can't be. I'm not gonna lie, they can't be. Make Levis look like Aaron Rodgers and let Dobbs look like Prime Mike Vick. On top of that, our head coach sucks and we have no quarterback. Good times. Yes. Oh, wonderful times. Wonderful times. Wonderful times. G checking in. What's happening with you, G? This is what's up, Tyler. Arthur Smith got to go. Hashtag. Yeah, so Arthur Smith's about to catch you tonight. Brian says we don't feel good. I know, bro. I know, man. Neither do I, to be honest, man. I'm just like, that loss just frustrated me so much, y'all. I was just so frustrated watching that game. Then I thought we won the game. Why did I think that? Being a Falcons fan, it ain't never over till it's over. A horrific loss. Horrible loss. C-Dub says our head coach is toxic. He's very toxic. He's the captain of the toxic ship. Mr. RDR himself. RDR. Demetrius said I'm going to need for toxic Arthur. Exactly. To square up with me with my thing song. Big is going down by Young. Let's ring the bell for that. Let's ring the bell for one to square up with a toxic Arthur. You know what I'm saying? Give him a you know, a two-piece with a biscuit, man. You know what I'm saying? Go give him that two-piece. My guy Tim Hensley is in the building. What's happening with you, Tim? Says we were cheeks today, Tiny J. Yeah, we was, bro. We was, man. And we picked a fine effing day to be cheeks, man. The game that we needed to really win. We didn't have no games to play with. It ain't like we were like, what, 5-2, 6-3. You know, we needed to win that game. Now we 4-5. We got a losing record again. We right back where we were last year. God damn. Imagine that. All that money we had in the offseason. Because, you know, that's all we were talking about this. Y'all remember this time last year, we were talking about, boy, we're going to have so much money to spend. We're going to have so much money to spend. Ooh, we're going to be able to buy whoever we want, however we want. You know, whatever you like T.I. say. Boy, we were just looking forward to the offseason. And now, you know, we were right back where we started last year. You know what I mean? And we had another top 8 draft pick. We're going to talk about that tonight, too. We'll talk about that tonight, too. Coach, the day that hat, bro, but you need that Dwayne Wade glasses with it. Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. I definitely appreciate it, bro. I be watching reruns of a different world, too, man. I'm a 5-stick. C-Dub says I will beat the stash out coach. But y'all are threatening the coach tonight, man. Good night. Boy, y'all came here. Y'all really came to bang tonight. Y'all went live, huh? Brian says, can we name one thing Arthur Smith did correctly today? I doubt anybody in the chat want to name anything that Coach Smith did tonight. Anybody want to name anything? Can anybody name anything he did well tonight? We got Seth Thomas. What's up, Seth? Checking in on YouTube. How you doing, brother? Says, I feel worse about this team than driving 8 hours round trip to find out Left Eye done burned down Andre Manch's house, allegedly. Shout out to Left Eye. Recipes also, Left Eye. Also, those are those real dirty bird days right there, boy. Those were the real dirty bird days. You know, we had that black on black jersey, man. Those were some good times. Those were good times. Even though we weren't winning, you know, but the team was fun and entertaining. You know, I had a lot of vivid memories of the team as a young kid back in those days, back in that era. C Dust walked in on Winston, didn't know anyone's names and beat us only up. That's true. That's true. My guy Jess Williams in the building. What's up with you, Jess? How you feeling, bro? What's popping? Demetrius Jefferson, if you drop the link to join, I got to join tonight to voice my frustration for real, man, because this is some BS only on the week. But Demetrius came bang, y'all. He really ready to bang. So be looking out, man. If I drop the link, I'll definitely bring you on, Demetrius. Definitely bring you on. Shout out to Red on the track. What's up, Red? What's up, Ty? I run out of explicits. Ooh, I can feel that, man. I can feel that. Just as defense need to learn how to tackle. I agree with that. My guy Sean Davis in the building. What's up with you, Sean? How you feeling, bro? Because maybe our bum ass head coach can get Pat McAfee to help him draw up better plays. He wants to be on there every week. Boy, got to go like yesterday. I think everybody wants Toxic Arthur out of here, so we got to ring the bell on that. We got to ring the bell on that, man. Mr. Toxic himself. Mr. Toxicity himself. C-Dub says, I believe we all would be cursing, man. Yeah, I think so, man. My guy Larry from the Dixie Way says, I came to bang. What's up with you, Larry? And as usual, y'all make sure to check out the Dixon Way right there on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to their channel on YouTube. Run up the comments, run up the likes, show them a bunch of love, man. They got some extra content over there. Rest ain't enough vulgar words created to describe how I feel about Arthur. The stiff. Oh man. Yeah, this is a devil. Maybe devastating is too dramatic, but this is a very bad loss, man. It's a very bad loss. Anthony says, what's good? Ty the Clean House. What's up, Anthony? The only people that should be left from the staff are Ryan, Jerry, and Terry. Oh man. What's poppin', Anthony? Rich McKay got to go too. He should have been gone. I don't know what Rich McKay do. I guess he just handled the money. I ain't sure what that guy do. Seems like Rich McKay have a new job description like every 3 years. So I don't know what Rich McKay do, bro. Facebook, you said the bottom line, this guy cannot coach. There never seems to be a game plan. We got to get someone else. You can't tell me that Fontenot and Blank can't see this. I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope they do. By the way, and this is from C-Dub. By the way, B. John has not been the same since that headache gate. That's true. KP needs to come here to bang. Yeah, B. John, man. We're gonna talk about B. John, man. We're gonna definitely talk about B. John. Zigzag. I like that profile pic, dog. That's tight. Defense gave offense 2 chances with 2 turnovers. You're right. The defense was not at their best today, but it's hard to blame them because they created opportunities for the offense. It's hard to blame them. My dog Nando in the building. Just tight end, I'm in bang mode. I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. I might have to drop that link and just let y'all come on here and just get it out, man. I damn sure feel you, bro. My guy Ray Ellison in the building in parentheses. Chief. What's happening with you, Ray? How you feeling tonight, bro? What's going on? T. Terry checking in. Says Falcons should go and get McVay from the Rams to our coach. He's from Atlanta. He is from Georgia, isn't he? I think he's kind of young, too. Winston checking in. What's happening with you? Winston says, what's good, Bucket Chat? Smash the like button. Yes, please. Please. We didn't even do a commercial today. I was just so flustered. But yeah, please like the like button. Oh, shit. Please like the like button. Please smash the like button, as Winston said, man. I do appreciate that. That's the best and greatest and most efficient way to show me some love and show any type of gratitude is just to hit the like button, bro. And anybody and any ladies that may be watching also. And thank you in advance. Zigzag is cool as the leading scorer on the team. Yeah, he is. He is. It's not abnormal for a kicker to lead the team in scoring, but man, we need to get cool. We need to get cool a day off all the kicking he did today. What he had like how many field goals that man kicked? Can't get the ball in the end zone. Like, bro, what the F, man? All right. Keon checking in. What's happening? I feel you, bro. I'm the same way. That's why we got that That's why we got that thumbnail. as our thumbnail. That's how everybody feeling, man. Like, God damn, here we go. We're supposed to be good this year. We were supposed to be good this year, Keon. That's what really pissed everybody off. So been good this year, man. Perez Blackman Jr. in the building. What's up with your Perez? How you doing, dog? This is how can people continue to defend this crowd? It's hard, bro. It's hard defending these jokers, dog. It's so hard. It's already hard enough being a fan, but you have to defend it too. Oh, Dixon Wade, Larry from the Dixon Wade says Falcon fans are Will Smith and Arthur Smith. We need to end this toxic relationship. Let's ring the bell on that because I do agree. Let's ring the bell on that one because I definitely do agree. Man, let's see here. Just trying to make sure I catch everybody. This is showing my dislike for Arthur Smith is reaching Dan Quinn level. Ooh, Dan Quinn was very disliked right before he got out of here. Zig says the defense could only hold for so long when our offense is playing. That's true. We can't score, man. We should have had way more points we had today. What opportunities did the defense give us? What, they gave us safety? We got a interception by Street. We picked up a fumble and took it to like the 2 or 3 yard line. Defense was like they were trying to help us create turnovers. Perez said, "Let Terry cook." They said, "Hey man, what is you talking about there?" Hey, Perez, they remind me of that best player available stuff that I heard all since Terry been here. You know, best player available. That's all I was hearing from people. You know, we draft the best player available. The best player. That's all people kept telling me, bro. Yeah, we'll get this person because we draft the best player available. You know, Terry didn't draft this guy because we drafted best player available. Kyle Pitts got drafted first because we draft best player available. Also, free Kyle Pitts, by the way. Free Kyle Pitts, by the way. Free Kyle. Please, free Kyle. Po Kyle. No, y'all don't get me started on Kyle Pitts tonight. Po Kyle, man. Oh, po Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts been an NFL player, y'all, for 3.5 years, right? 3.5 years. And Kyle already got 1, 2, 3, 4 different starting quarterbacks. Po Kyle, boy. Free Kyle Pitts, man. Y'all, I tell y'all all the time, it's not that I don't like Kyle, but it's probably just better if both parties went their separate ways. Straight up. Free Kyle Pitts, man. Free Kyle Pitts. Did Kyle have 5 catches a day or anywhere close to 80 yards? You think the guy in his 3.5 years in the league, picked 4th overall in the draft, could put 80 yards up on the stat book with relative ease. But y'all let me know, how did Kyle do today? Did you get a touchdown today? What did we get from Mr. Pitts himself? Man. Dirty Bird 08, what's up? What's happening? How's it going? How you feeling, man? How's it going? Jesse Bates ain't I think you got a miss. Oh, Jesse Bates ain't paying. Hey, he was early in the year, man. I don't know what happened lately. He was early in the year. Brian says, F no. Dang. Zigzag, the only thing he did good was running the drive with Tyler. Tyler Algier. Larry says Arthur Smith ruined the season. Do we fire Arthur Smith and then tank for our future quarterback? Because last year we fought for this division and lost draft position. I know they're not gonna tank because Arthur at this point is coaching for his job and his future resume and his pride. And also Terry in the same token, he don't want to, be the general manager associated with like tanking in this nature. especially when the owner has already told them, like, look, y'all need to win this shit. So I don't think you're gonna see them purposely tank at all. The way these guys are playing, though, they we don't need to tank. The way these guys are playing, we may not need to tank. We may do just a good enough job on our own losing games. And speaking of losing games, shout out to Smitty from Smitty Sports Machine. I'm sure virtually everyone has already subscribed to him, but if you're not, go subscribe to Smitty Sports Machine. In fact, I was on Larry's show last Tuesday. Larry asked us, should we be concerned about the Vikings? In regards to maybe losing that game. I poked my chest way out too. I'm like, shoot, no. The Vikings, man, they ain't got no quarterback. They're all pro wide receiver gone. I'm like, boy, we're gonna roll through them, dude. I'm like, shoot, no, we shouldn't be concerned. I'm like, Goldberg, who's next? Because we about to run through them. And we at home, coming off a loss. And again, shout out to Smitty. He said, yeah, we should be worried. Smitty said we should be worried and we should be concerned because this ain't going to be no cakewalk. And if we're not careful, we're going to end up losing that game. He was absolutely correct. We lost the game. And I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all seen that Larry show or the Dixon's Way show, I thought there was no way we could lose this game. It was never in my mind that we could come in and lose, and we lost. So frustrating, man. Just so frustrating. So frustrating. Coach Davis says, do you put more blame on the head coach or the defensive coordinator? In a game like this, I'm going to put more blame on the head coach / play caller / offensive coordinator because I feel like we left too many scoring opportunities out there. And we didn't take advantage of the turnovers that was given to us by the defense. We should have really put this game out of reach very early. Middle of the third quarter, this game really should have been out of reach. And again, we didn't take advantage of the opportunities that we had. And also when we had opportunities to really, win the game, we start turning the ball over ourselves. Taylor Heineke throw an interception, Bijan Robinson fumble. So just a terrible, terrible, terrible game. Nano said Art Smith was toxic as usual. Yes, he was very toxic. My guy ATL Georgia Faithful is in here. What's up with you, ATL? And also make sure to check him out on YouTube as well. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Show him a lot of love. Run up the comments, run up the likes, and run up the subs. Let's get Art Smith the F out of here now. I think that's most of everybody's opinion right now, man. He's not a very well liked guy in Atlanta currently, or amongst his fan base. You ain't got to be in Atlanta. ATL Focus, what's up? And now we back our old self when we started getting beat by backup. Yeah, spitting all that money on defense, dog, and we get toasted by these backups. This guy was a plumber. Well, I guess technically he was some kind of engineer. Somebody told me, right? This guy just stepped off the plane. He probably ain't had an official team dinner yet with the Vikings. He'd have probably had a breakfast, but he probably ain't had an official team dinner yet. Beat us up. Beat us up, man. But like you say, tell folks, back to our old self. Shadrin in Washington, what's up? Why is Kyle Pitts blocking for other tight end? Hey, man, that's a great question. They ran a trick play, I think it was last week when they had Kyle Pitts blocking for the second and the third string tight end. And on that trick play, that was a disaster. That didn't work. You run a jet sweep at like the 2 or 3 yard line this week on the goal line. It didn't work. Man, this game, this team just sucked some energy out of me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Dirty Bird 08 says called it now. Art Smith is fired during a bye week. Okay, hey, We lose to the Cardinals, I would say that's a great bet. We lose to the Cardinals, I think that's a very great bet. We happen to lose to the Cardinals, brother. That's a great bet to have. Let's see. Steven said get hardball down here. IMGE. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I'm not catching the creativity of what you're saying there. Get hardball down here immediately. Okay, I got you. I got you. You're speaking in Bonics, and I had to break it down. C does is me, Big Low, Larry, and Toddy on my staff. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I'm with it, man. I am definitely with it. Money says, Toddy, what's up? What's going on, Armani? Art Smith's main issue. Got to get him out of here. I just hope Fano isn't a casualty of Art Smith's lack of competency. I think Terry will survive this first initial shakedown. But afterwards, Terry, if they let him have a big decision in a new head coach, you got to bring in somebody that's going to come here and win. And win early and win consistently, I think. Let's see what else we got in here. I don't want to miss nobody. Facebook user, bro, it's embarrassing. I don't even want to talk about it. This happens year in and year out. Yeah, it does, man. It does. And like when like sometimes people wonder like why I have the outlook on the team like that I have. Why I don't take anything for granted when it comes to analysis, why I am very critical of the team, why I try my best not to let my biases shows during my analysis. This is why. This is exactly why, man. Like, we ain't won enough, or we can be super biased, So, I show them a lot of tough love, and this is why. Just because of their resume, Just as my only thing is they have quarterback sacked and let him go for sure 3 times. Yeah. He got out of he broke a lot of tackles. I know exactly what plays you're talking about toward the end of the game. Marina said, I can't wait for Friday. Waffle House gonna be lit. Yes, it was. And we missed the Waffle House this past Friday, y'all. I had babysitting do this once again, so I couldn't do it. I love doing a Waffle House, but I'm gonna be honest. I love spending time with the family too, little baby. So it was all good. Red says all those wasted field goals. Yeah, man, they're gonna kick. They're gonna make young way cool kick his leg out. That's with this team. Somebody else says just a bait, same thing. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Somebody wrote that. Demetrius says Cool had to kick 4 field goals before we got our first TD with Jono Smith. That was a great touchdown by Jono. Also. Denise checking in. What's up, Denise? How you feeling tonight? Says heartbreaking game. It was. Also disappointed, so frustrated, so upset. It definitely was. Stunts in the hill says I feel so sorry for Kyle and Bijan. Yeah, old Kyle and Bijan. We're gonna talk about them a little detail too tonight. Keon said I believe it will take Arthur. I hope Blake, is here for a long time. So, I'm gonna keep positive vibes in regards to how that goes. Brian says Art Smith is just a rich kid with a rich kid mentality. I can't stand it, MF. Somebody call Coach Dan Quinn and tell him we sorry. He definitely got a rich kid mentality. He's very snarky and snobbish and arrogant and pompous and no accountability. All that rich kid stuff. So that time, so we lost the third string backup, fam. Why do we just got there? I know, man. That's what makes it embarrassing. I think like we got roasted by Kirk Cousins. So we lost to rocket science. Ring the bell. Let's ring the bell for getting our ass kicked by a guy who is trying to get to NASA. Got our ass kicked by a guy that's a rocket scientist. Okay. That may be a first for us, even for us. Seth said I lay my ass off on the NFL show that Dodge got. Josh Dobbs cartoon. I think I missed it, man. I might have went to the refrigerator or something. I don't recall it. Marina says free Kyle Pitts. Let's ring the bell for that. Let's ring the bell. Definitely free Kyle Pitts. Marina, what Kyle did? I know he caught a few passes. But Marina, that's the 4th overall pick. And Marina, you know we took his nickname from him. And I asked y'all every week, should we give it back? And y'all be telling me, like, hell no, he ain't got but 1 touchdown. No, he don't deserve it back. Free Kyle Pitts, man. Po Kyle. Free Kyle. Free Kyle. See, Dust is free to blocker Kyle Pitts. So Kyle Pitts is now has been turned and relegated to blocking duties. Just Wilson's offense was trash. It was very, very trash. Very trash. Let me go down and make sure I catch up with everybody. Preston says we need a real NFL coach staff. I agree on that. Definitely agree on that. Facebook uses defensive backs been balling all year. Then fall flat on their face in a crucial game. Yeah, they have. Dixon Wade says free B. John. Okay, let's ring the bell on that. I told people splitting carries does a disservice to both. I know you've been very vocal on that also. So you have been saying that quite often. Just pick one. Just pick the guy who will get the main carries and live with the other guy being pissed at you, coach. Great perspective. Great perspective, man. Great perspective. And you know, Larry, I didn't like that pick, man. I didn't like that pick. It ain't the player, it's the pick. Not the player, it's the pick. My brother James Holloway in here. What's up, James? How you feeling? MC Jordan checking in. So if I was pissed, I was asked for a trade next year. Please, Kyle. Because you mess with these Falcons, they may not see what the writing on the wall is. So, Kyle, do us a favor, dog. Please ask for that trade, dog. Please. I'm with you, though, MC Jordan. I'm with you. I'm with you. I done seen enough, bro. I done seen enough. I done seen enough. ATL 8X. We really lost to a third string. I guess that's a quarterback at home. Like, for real, bro. I know it's hard to believe, but dealing with these Falcons is really not hard to believe. But it's still kind of hard to believe. Like, did we really spend all that money on defense offense in the offseason and still lost to a guy third string, just getting off the flight? Facebook you says, I can't respect the team anymore. I feel you. I'll be lying if I say I didn't feel you. I would be straight lying. Red says, I'll be concerned about every team as long as Art Smith is coaching for me. Man, just out of curiosity, does anybody put more blame to anybody for this loss to anybody else other than Arthur Smith? Comment in the chat if you do. Stan says we just need to sell the whole franchise after this loss. I was so bad. I said the part. This is the thing, though, Stans. They can sell the franchise, but they got to stay in Atlanta, man. When they signed when the Falcons signed their sponsorship deal with Mercedes-Benz, the car manufacturer, it was like a 27, 28-year sponsorship deal. So even if they were to sell the franchise to another billionaire, let's just say Jeff Bezos or whoever, Warren Buffett, the team cannot be moved out of Atlanta, Georgia, until that contract expires. So the Falcons will definitely remain here no matter what for at least about the next 20, 21, 22 years. You know, so they will be here for some time. But from what I hear from Arthur Blank, he has no plans at all to sell his team. He has a shitload of kids, so I'm sure the next owner will be one of his seeds. T. Terry says Arthur wants to be in Tennessee as a head coach one day. Probably so. I can see that, T. Terry. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Jesus, Kyler Murray's supposed to be back next week. Oh, damn. And the way Arthur Smith has been coaching, don't hold your breath. Hashtag Arthur Smith got to go. Hashtag free Kyle Pitts. Free Kyle Pitts. Please, free Kyle Pitts, man. Do us a favor. Sean Davis, the way this team looking, I can see us losing the card. Especially America is back and is given how we struggled to stop Dodge. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm gonna say he's an aerospace engineer. We got beat by a rocket designer MF for something. Let me ring a bell to that. At least we didn't lose to an idiot. You know, at least we lost to an MF who got a lot of sense. You know, at least we didn't lose to an idiot. I guess that's the silver lining. We got beat by somebody very bright and intelligent. You know, paid attention in class, did the homework at school, sat in the front of the class. You know what I mean? Oh man, you have to laugh so you don't cry, man. You have to laugh so you don't cry. Miss B checking in says, "Hey, tight end chat, Miss B, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Hope everything is going well with you." Jay Jones checking in says, "A 1,000+ yard bull rush and this so-called one-of-a-kind running back we drafted at 8, but you hand the ball off out of the backfield to an effing tight end. These funk ass players, bro, I'm hurt. Let's ring the bell on it." Because Jay Jones banging. Jay, I felt the emotion as I was reading it, bro. I felt it. I felt the vibes, bro. I felt the vibes as I was reading it. Straight up. Facebook has been saying it for 3-year dude, ain't it? And Terry, thanks for the cap space, but to spend it on defense, they give up 6 points in 2 weeks straight. You can go too. So somebody banging on Terry Fontenot. That we are holding nothing. Yeah, y'all bang on everybody tonight. Let's see who we ain't heard from. Tony Smith and Dave Ragone need to be fired. I'm with you. Let's get them out of here. Coolin E. Roberts checking in. What's up, Coolin? I know Blank got to be tired of this BS. Yeah, you, Blank and me too, and I'm sure you too, Coolin. Yeah, that's why we got the thumbnail that we got up there, Coolin, because we all tired. We tired. Just like Young Thug daughter when she went viral. Y'all remember that viral? I'm MFing tired. That's how I felt. That like, man, I'm just tired. I'm tired. Y'all done wore me out emotionally. I'm tired. I'm straight tired. James Holloway says, first time saying this, but I am ready to bang. So James wants to bang also. So let's get to it, man. I just make sure I hear from everybody here going through the comments. Alex Too Real, what's happening, Alex? After today, we just need a reset all over. Let's start with Arthur Smith and all the offensive coaches. No way we lose that game. I totally agree. Larry from the Dick Story says Tyler Perry for the new Falcons owner. He has some money and loves the city. That's true. But Mr. Blank ain't finna sell these Falcons, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that now. He is not finna sell this team. Unless somebody just egregiously overpays for him, and you probably gonna have to pay how much the Falcons worth, y'all? What, about 4, 5, 6 billion? You're probably asking about 10 billion to get this team right now, man. 5-star Falcons, I was very calm watching this loss. Was not even mad. I knew we was gonna lose when Bijan fumbled. Yeah, when Bijan fumbled. Oh man. You know, that's a good place to start, Bijan fumbling. Let's cut this music, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. That's a good place to start with Bijan fumbling. Because if y'all like me, y'all have already watched other Falcons content creators, talk about the game and whatnot. And I know I'm coming on later tonight. I'm gonna start trying to come on a little bit early, but I be kind of my evenings on Sunday have been kind of tied up, so that's why I be coming on so late. But speaking of Bijan fumbling, y'all continue to chat talking about the game. We're gonna definitely continue to talk about the game. And also, y'all do me a favor, man. We got like almost 50 people in here, and we only got 27 likes, man. Get the lights up for me. Get the lights up for your dog, man. Come on. Just get the lights up for me. Even if you about to clock out, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's too goddamn late. Boy, I'm about to go to sleep. I got to go to work in the morning, dude. I got to get these kids up, go to school. I don't know what you got to do tomorrow, but I got shit I got to do. I understand. Just hit the like button before you go. Also, people that's watching on Facebook, hit that like button for me as well. Let's try to get these likes up to about 45 today. That'll be our goal for the night. Let's get the likes up to 45. So I want to take a different approach. We're gonna talk about the game too. Cause false start, shout out to my guy false start says, I knew we were gonna lose when Bijan fumble. Is it me? I'm looking at the chat. Y'all got to talk me through this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still a little agitated by this loss. But is it me or has Bijan just kind of looked a little? What's the correct word should I use? He looked a little. I don't know if off is the right word or he hasn't looked. He hasn't looked like he's been displaying the same effort he had like the first 4 or 5 games. It seemed like ever since that headache gate with Bijan, ever since we had headache gate, he just seems like a little unenthused a little bit. I mean, he still breaks off, nice runs here and there, but disengaged. Thank you, G. Let's ring the bell for that. That's what I'm looking for, man. You know I'm a country boy, so yeah. So. Disengaged. That's the word I'm looking for. Just don't look the same from early in the year. He just don't. He don't look. I'm not saying he's sorry, y'all. So don't go to Mars Man titles on that. To my Bijan Robinson sorry. I'm not saying that. Still a damn good football player, but he just don't look the same since headache gate. It look different. Disengaged is the perfect word. They fumbled today. Crucial fumble today. Crucial fumble. I'm going to talk a little about how this team has been built. And y'all, we'll continue to talk about the game in detail also. But like I said, I know I'm coming on later after everybody that came on. And I know they've done an excellent job of breaking down the game. And so I'm going to take a little different approach, if I may. I want to talk about how this team was built during the rebuild, right? So you fire Dan Quinn, you fire longtime general manager Thomas Dimitrov. You bring in this new young staff full of energy and full of life with Fontenot and Arthur Smith. Ray Ellison says, before he fumbled, I felt that this was the kill drive. It was. Definitely was. It definitely was. Dixon West, the coach is petty. If Bijan stepped to coach in Tampa, in my opinion, Coach Smith is petty enough to cut his touches. The eye test checking in. The worst thing that could have happened to Heineke was Arthur Smith having a week to prepare for the game. And also shout out to the eye test, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. That's John and Winston on their brand new YouTube channel. So y'all let's send some subscribers over there. Send some love over there. So make sure to give them a subscribe. Just kicking out the channel. And also once they start dropping that great content, make sure to show them a lot of love in the comment section and the likes. It means a lot, when you just start a YouTube channel. So make sure to show them a lot of love. ATLAX says Bijan definitely don't look the same. No, he don't. As Churchy, I don't know if that's a misspelled as he, or typo as he is. I really wonder if Smith made him lie and now he ain't feeling. Oh, Churchy. Okay, I got you. I dig it now. I dig it. I digolate it. I digolate it. You might be right. But since headache gate, he just had looked like the same Bijan, man. He ain't looked the same. And after the fumble today, Arthur Smith gave him a ball a few more times, right? No, let's start from the top. We were talking about the new regime coming in. So we had this rebuild that we're starting, right? New general manager, new head coach. And to me, a critical mistake. Because y'all know we got the free Kyle Pitts campaign going on. Free Kyle Pitts, by the way. Free Kyle Pitts. But this team, to start off their regime, to start off their careers, first time head coach, first time general manager, they take a tight end at 4. They take a tight end at 4. And if you go back that draft from like most of that draft from like 1 through probably around 16, 17, 18, littered with talent, just littered with talent. But we take a tight end, the highest taken tight end in history. There's a reason for that. Tight end don't affect the game enough to be taken 4. Unless you already got your quarterback in tow, maybe. But we make history. We take Kyle Pitts at 4. To me, that was critical mistake number 1 in the rebuild. You know, a lot of people say, hey, this is the perfect time to get your quarterback sitting behind Matt Ryan, because we know Matt Ryan going to be out of here in like the next 1 or 2 years. We already see him regressing. We already see the skill is diminishing. So this is a perfect opportunity time to get your quarterback sitting behind the Iceman and let him take over after this season when, you know, you do what you're going to do with Matt. Trade him, whatever you're going to do. But they go Kyle Pitts. I'm going to give Kyle credit. He did have a good rookie campaign, but he still only had 1 touchdown. You take a skill position player at number 4, even as a rookie, I think you expect more than 1 touchdown, especially if he's a full-time starter, you know. Then you get Drake London the next year at 8. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't a huge fan of the Drake London pick, but I was a bigger proponent of Drake at 8 the following year than I was at Kyle at 4, because I knew we needed a wide receiver. We needed a wide receiver terribly at the time. You had the whole Calvin Ridley thing going on. So okay, I could buy into that one. I could buy in. I didn't like 2 consecutive pass catches and 2 consecutive drafts in the top 8, but I could buy in. We need a wide receiver. So we got Drake. And I'm gonna say, even though we ain't had the type of quarterback we need, Drake been balling since he got here. I hope he get well soon. Hope he play next game. Drake been balling. Then you come into this draft, and what really irritated me about the Bijan Robinson pick, it wasn't that I didn't think or I don't think that Bijan is an exceptional talent, because he is very much is exceptional talent. But for once, a few things bother me about it, but I'm gonna tell y'all this thing. For once, the Falcons did it right. The previous year in 2022 draft, they did it right. They did it right in 2022, and then they came back and did it wrong in 2023. Tyler, what do you mean when you say they did it right? I'll tell you what I mean when I say they did it right. You went and found a running back in Tyler Algier, who you got in the 5th round, and you were paying him peanuts in NFL money. Way more money than I make, no doubt about it. But in NFL terms, you're paying him peanuts. You're paying him a 5th round salary. You did it right. And he set a Falcons franchise record for most rushing yards as a rookie. So when I say you did it right, you got 1st round production when I say you did it right, you got first round production from a fifth round pick who's on a fifth round contract. With a hard cap like the NFL, you really want to get a lot of guys on your team who are playing beyond their contract. What I mean by that is you're paying them under the market value. So for the one of the few times in our existence, we got it right. We got a guy in the fifth round who giving us first round production. We got it right. That's what you want to do that in all positions. It's impossible to do it for all 22 star positions, but we did it at the running back position. So we did it right. So I really saw no rhyme and reason to double down and take another running back at 8 in the draft in 2023. I didn't see it. For that reason, we had Tyler coming back. You can't say he was beat up or he was injured. It was his first year. He had no major injuries. He was ready to ball. But you go draft Bijan. And the crazy coincidental thing about this current season compared to last season, you would think conventional wisdom would say, well, if I already got Tyler Algier coming back, and now I'm going to go draft the best running back in the draft in Bijan, I'm going to go from the third best rushing team to the first best rushing team in the NFL this year. The total opposite happened. The Russian attack got worse. We're still running the ball good. Don't get me twisted though. But the Russian attack got worse. Running back is a low value position in 2023 NFL. It might be like the 6th, 7th, or 8th most valuable position in today's NFL, the running back position. So all of those reasons is like, look, I'm saying to myself, look, Bijan is great, but we don't need a running back at 8. We don't have a fucking quarterback yet. Oh, well, we got Ritter. Who? Ritter. Who? Desmond Ritter. Please, we don't got a quarterback. So we start off a rebuild with a 4 pick, an 8th pick, and an 8th pick. And still don't got a quarterback yet. Now I understand some people saying, well, Toddy, you need to build a team up before you get a running back, genius. I'm like, y'all sure? Yes. All right, whatever. I ain't gonna sit here and argue about it for months. But by the third draft, which was the Bijan draft, hey man, you need to be thinking about getting you a quarterback in here, man. Because I don't know what y'all seen today for really those 4 games to think that he was gonna come in here and be a good quarterback as a 3rd round pick. So what we're seeing right now, we're seeing the ramifications of messing up the rebuild from the beginning stages. Now, this is the thing. If you take a skill position offensive player at number 4 in the draft, that guy has the expectation of pretty much being one of the the foundational pieces, being one of the stepping stones of the offense in year 3, year 2, year 3. Really, year 2, year 2. Really, in the first year, you got to be showing something, and then you go give Bijan an 8. Now that's guys. That's a big reason this offense is struggling. The skill position picks that we took with number 4 in 2021 and number 8 in 2023, they're not doing their part. And I'm not blaming them as players, but that's just why you don't draft them that early and you ain't got a quarterback. Who you think was going to throw Kyle Pitts the ball if you don't have a quarterback in tow yet? Who going to throw him the ball? He can't throw it to himself. So I once again wrote down some information. Because again, I'm telling you, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson, they're supposed to be carrying this offense. The number 4 pick, the number 8 pick, and the number 8 pick, all skill position guys on offense, they're supposed to be carrying this offense. Those are the guys that are supposed to carry this offense. Right now, they should be carrying this offense. So what I did is I went and looked at their production these last 3 games, right? Let's start with Kyle Pitts. Hold on. What's up, Dr. Gunja 99? So Ty, they panicked after the Watson situation, went and grabbed Ritter and said, okay, we're going to be via free agency. And it would have been different to me, Dr. Gunja. Like, if after Watson, they would have went and got a viable quarterback in free agency. But they didn't. They just, hey, Ritter can do it. Idiot move. That's another part of this matrix also, depending on Ritter, who obviously wasn't ready. But we'll get to that. Kyle Pitts. Free Kyle Pitts, by the way. Please free Kyle Pitts, man. Poor Kyle. Kyle ain't been here. Kyle hadn't even been here for a season yet, and he already got 4 different starting quarterbacks. Poor Kyle. How do you expect the man to flourish like that as a receiving tight end? Poor Kyle. And then Art Smith be having him out there blocking. Art Smith done turned this boy to a blocker. And the thing about Kyle Pitts, he not even the best receiver on the team. That's the 4th pick. He's not even second best on the damn team. That's the 4th pick. Crucial mistake number 1. Kyle Pitts at number 4 in the 2021 draft. Critical, pivotal mistake number 1 of the rebuild. So the last 3 games, we're going to start with the most recent game. Kyle Pitts today had 4 catches of 56 yards, no touchdowns. Let me give y'all that number again. 4 catches, 56 yards, no touchdowns. 4th overall pick. And you know it's a sad state of affairs because that's now a pretty good game for Kyle Pitts. 56 yards. That's such a sad state of affairs. That's now a pretty good game for Kyle Pitts. We're conditioned now with Kyle Pitts, formerly known as the U word. I'm not calling him that no more until you earn it back. Y'all might can call. I ain't calling him that. But 56 yards now is a pretty good game for the 4th overall pick. 4 catches. Year three, midway point of your third season. We expect 56 yards at the half. We expect 4 catches at the half. But that's what we get per game. And we condition ourselves now to say, hey, we had a pretty good game. Yeah, if he was drafted in the 5th, 6th, or 7th round, yeah, that's pretty good for a 5th round. The Titans game. Kyle had 3 catches for 35 yards, no touchdowns. You know, I really ain't got to tell y'all no touchdowns because Kyle Pitts damn barely ever scored a touchdown. The Bucks game. 3 catches, 47 yards, no touchdown. Fourth overall pick. Now, usually somebody will say, well, Toddy, it ain't Kyle's fault. He don't have a quarterback. Yeah, you're right. He don't. That's what makes the pick even more dumb because he don't have a quarterback here. Duh. That's what make the pick even more dumb. There ain't a quarterback here to throw him the ball. Or there's not a quarterback here to use him the way he should be used. That's what makes the pick even more dumb. Terry and Arthur, they knew when they got here, Matt Ryan was going to be here 2 years at most, max. So what's the point in getting Kyle? You ain't got nobody here to really get him the ball. So last 3 games, Kyle Pitts has no touchdowns. His highest receiving output was 56 yards. I could have went even further back with these Kyle Pitts games. I just chose 3 games to make it easy. Highest receiving yardage output was 56 yards. Highest output in pass catches was today in with 4 receptions. That's the 4th overall pick. He's in year 3. Pretty soon he's gonna be turning over to year 4. This, y'all, the regular season is gonna be over before we know it, y'all. We're already more than halfway through the season. And it seemed like it just started 2 weeks ago. The regular season gonna go just like that. And we get 56 yards from Kyle, and that's a good game for him. Free Kyle Pitts. Fourth overall pick. The 4th overall pick. Let's go to Bijan. Let's go to Bijan these last 3 games. Mr. Robinson. Y'all don't get it twisted. I ain't got nothing against neither one of these players. This is all about the value of the pick. This is what I'm criticizing, the value of the pick. I blame the Falcons front office more than I do Kyra or Bijan. So I want to clarify that. I blame the Falcons decision makers way more than I blame Kyle or Bijan. These are just young guys that got drafted into something they dreamed about since they've been little bitty kids. But let's talk about Bijan. Vikings game today. 11 carries, 51 yards, no touchdowns. And don't forget, the allure of drafting Bijan. Well, Bijan can be a running back, he can be a wide receiver, he can play tight end, he can be the kicker, he can play weak side pulling guard. He also can rush the passes on third down. He played cornerback. He can play free safety if you need him to. That was the allure of Bijan Robinson. He could do everything, right? Yeah, he could play everywhere. 11 rushes, 51 yards, 1 critical fumble, 2 catches, 8 yards. $51 rushing yards, no touchdowns, 2 catches, 8 receiving yards. Guys, this is our foundational pieces of our offense. This is the 4th overall pick and the 8th overall pick. Neither one of them scored today. Neither one of them scored. Go to the Tennessee game. Bijan. 11 rushing attempts, 62 yards. He did have a rushing touchdown. No receptions. Don't forget now, Bijan can play wide receiver. He can play guard and free safety and cornerback, but no catches in the Tennessee game. But he had 1 rushing touchdown, 62 rushing yards. No one has went over 100 yards and multiple touchdowns since I've been reading this list. No one. But we do got one more game for Bijan. So there is hope. Washington game for Bijan. 13 carries, 37 rushing yards, no touchdowns, 5 catches, 43 yards. Now, I ain't the best at math, but let's do something real quick. 4, 8. Oh, and I ain't going to talk about Bijan and the headache gate game in Tampa. We looked over that game. We just went to Washington for him. But anyway, let me try to do this math again. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let me count that again. Like I said, I'm not the best guy at math, but let me try that again. There are 4 quarters in the game. 3 games, 2 players. 4, 8, 12. Each guy has played 12 quarters. So if you want to, you might can combine it and say 24 quarters. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So in 3 games, we've got a total of 1 touchdown from the guys that we kicked off our rebuild with. In 3 games, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, between them both, they have a total of 1 touchdown. They have a total of 6 accumulated points. Y'all. They have 6 points. They're supposed to be carrying this offense. And Bijan today, and this what got me watching it today. In crunch time, when the game was on the line, possibly Arthur Smith's coaching tenure in Atlanta was on the line, he trusted Tyler Algier more than he did Bijan Robinson. In that critical drive, when we started from like the 35 or the 40, Tyler Algier probably had 6, 7, 8 carries. He just handed the ball to Tyler. Get 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 the ball to Tyler. The 5th round pick is getting the ball with the season and possibly his job on the line. The 5th round pick is getting the ball. Not the 8th overall pick, but the 5th round pick is the one that's getting the ball and got us the touchdown. What does that say? And Bijan playing running back, I look at that like a part-time position in today's NFL. I look at that like a part-time position. What I mean by that is today's NFL, virtually all teams are using running back by committee. So that's like a part-time position. Listen, if we're going to take a guy 8 and we rebuilding, we hadn't had a winning season since 2017. We are rebuilding. You need a full-time position. You need to draft a guy for a full-time position. I'll give you a few full-time positions that I consider full-time. Tackle, guard, center, quarterback, pass rusher, D-line, cornerback. Well, secondary could, cornerback. Sometimes the safeties rotate. Sometimes the corners rotate too, depending on if you're a slot corner. But we'll scratch corners. We'll scratch the secondary. But the point is, we took a part-time position in the middle when we were still rebuilding. I love Bijan as a person. Great kid. Great kid. Excuse me. But Bijan has just as many fumbles this year as he has touchdowns. Bijan has just as many fumbles this year as he has touchdowns. Bijan has just as many fumbles this year as he has touchdowns. And I don't get it twisted. None of this stuff really gonna work until you get your quarterback. Don't get that part twisted. Wish they elected to go in the 3rd round. And that's even more effed up. That's even more effed up. The most important position, you bargain bin shopping at TJ Maxx. But you're going to Bloomingdale's to get your tight end. You're going to the Rolls-Royce dealership to get your running back. 4th pick, 8th pick. So you left Bloomingdale's, you left Phipps Plaza, you stopped by the Rolls-Royce dealership, and when it was time to go get your quarterback, you drove to the other side of town and you went to TJ Maxx. You took a Rolls Royce and parked it in front of TJ Maxx and went and got your quarterback. And you had 3 consecutive top 8 picks to go get a quarterback. You had 3 of them. Okay, you didn't want to do it the first year. You want to build a team. Okay, cool. You didn't want to do it the second year. Hey, we cap strap. Okay, cool. But damn it, by year 3, go get your damn quarterback. Guys, this is a big reason why this team is struggling offensively. The guys that we drafted to carry this offense are not carrying this offense. This is a big reason this team is struggling offensively. You had Ritter start the season. Now we play with Taylor Heineke today, who didn't play that well. I want y'all to act like I'm trying to hide Taylor Heineke. He didn't play that well today. But neither quarterback got any help from the guys that you drafted to carry the offense. None of them. Bijan has a total of 3 touchdowns this year. Kyle Pitts has a total of 1 touchdown this year. The 4th pick, the 8th pick in the draft have played 9 games and they got 4 touchdowns. They effed up the rebuild. And you still don't got a quarterback. The Falcons right now are so far behind the 8 ball. They are so far behind the 8 ball in this rebuild. And fortunately for us, we played a lot of cupcake quarterbacks. That's really where the 4 wins come from. Just a cupcake ass schedule. The NFL, for once, tried to help us out with the schedule. They gave us a cupcake schedule, gave us a lot of home games early. They tried to push us out there and get us a running start. All right, we're gonna give y'all a head start on the season. Because you know what, Falcons? Hey, we want y'all to get in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like the 7th, 8th largest market. We need y'all in the playoffs too. Big market down there in Atlanta. Y'all like entertainment mecca of the South. Come on, Falcons. Your Bulldogs done did it. Your Braves done did it. Y'all got the nice stadium. Hey, come on. We're going to try to help y'all out. But the front office messed up. They messed up the rebuild. And then the Bijan pick. Jalen Carter fell right in your lap, Falcons. He fell right in your lap. And you wouldn't even had to trade nothing to get him. He fell right in your lap. But no, the Falcons are still scared because of what happened like almost 20 years ago with Michael Vick. They still scared. Oh, well, we just want high character guys. Vic still with that Vic stuff. We don't want to. Oh, no, we can't get Jalen Carter. Oh, no. But the Philadelphia general manager eyes got so big when he seen the Falcons took Bijan. His eyes got so big. Because, see, in today's NFL again, you're really not winning a Super Bowl building around a running back. I don't care what you say. I don't care how generational you call him, how versatile you call him. You ain't winning no Super Bowl building around a running back. You'd be lucky if he play here 7 years. We'll be lucky. We get 7 great years out of Bijan. We lucky. But you know what? You can build behind a dominant defensive tackle. Oh boy. You can build a Super Bowl on the back of a dominant defensive tackle. He changed the whole defense. You can build a Super Bowl behind a dominant defensive tackle. So, the Falcons and the Falcons filter. And I know this coming from the top. I know it's coming from the Arthur Blank office and Rich McKay office. This is where this stuff coming from. Either one or the other, or probably a combination of both. Byron Cornelius said, ring it again. But I know it's coming from the billionaire office up in Buckhead. Because what's the other guy? Fontenot. He reading from the same script as the Metro read from his 14 years in Atlanta. Well, we all about high character guys in Atlanta. Hey, we want high character guys. High character guys. That's all. That's all Dimitrov used to talk about. That's all Fontenot talk about now. Well, we want to build off high character guys, bruh. So that's stuff that the executive management, executive ownership are telling the general managers. We don't want no risky guys. Bijan always smiling. We can market some mustard with Bijan and sell it in the stadium with the hot dogs. Yeah, we already got a name for it. Yeah, we can't do that with Jalen. He has a past. We don't even say his name in the office. Shh. So, until the Falcons stop being freaking scared and get serious about getting some real dogs in here, no pun intended, they're going to continue to mess up the draft picks. There's no reason you should have took Kyle Pitts at 4. There's none. No, zero reason you should have took Kyle Pitts at 4 in the NFL draft to kickstart a rebuild. That made zero fucking sense. None. There's no reason you should have took Kyle Pitts. There's no reason you should have took Bijan. Honestly, the Bijan draft. Now, look, I can get if you want to wait a year or two to get your quarterback. I understand it. Okay, you want to build up the roster. You want to have him you want to have some guys he could throw to, some guys that, can carry the run game while he learned for the first 2 years. I get it. I understand. I ain't going to be stubborn. I get it. But year 3, if you knew you were going to get Jalen Carter, buddy, you should have been getting you a quarterback. You should have got you a full-time player at that point in time. You should have been getting you a quarterback. There's a guy that went to Ohio State who played against my 2-time defending national championship Georgia Bulldogs, by the way, in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. C.J. Stroud. Arthur Blank was sitting there in his suite watching that entire game. And I'm not going to lie, they kept paying it to Arthur, and I thought I seen a twinkle in his eye. I'm thinking to myself, Arthur Blank going to go get C.J. Stroud. Arthur Blank going to go get C.J. Stroud. Yeah, go do it, Blank. Go do it. Go, yeah. You see him, Blank. You see him balling. You see him doing these Bulldogs. And they all-world defense. He doing the Bulldogs. And keeping it 100, they were one bang call away from winning. All on the back of Stroud. But like always, we dropped the bag. We drafted a damn running back. Something we didn't need. And then they'll fool some of the fan base. Well, he's best player available. They were that word, best player available. And so we go into the season drafting Bijan. We could have moved up to get Jalen Carter. The funny thing about this is the Houston Texans, they were advertising to everybody. Hey, look, we want to trade this pick. We ain't gonna give y'all the pick away. You gonna have to pay for it. But we really want to trade this pick, We don't, hey, make us the right offer. You can have this pick. You make the right, you can come get this pick. The Falcons already drafted 8. It ain't like we'd have had this. It would have cost us, but we already drafted 8. It wouldn't have been as bad as a team in the middle of the draft to go up. We already drafted 8. It's only 6 spots you're gonna move. So they trying to bank on Ritter. And I mentioned this before, but I made a video in the offseason. The Falcons cannot go into 2023 with Ritter as the starting quarterback. They can't do it. I also made a video saying CJ Stroud should be priority number one in the offseason for the draft for the Falcons. I made a video about it. I didn't have as many people that watch my videos then as I have now, but go back and scroll the feed. All them videos are still up. The video when I say the Falcons can't go into this season with Ritter as a starting quarterback, it's up. The video I say CJ Stroud should be our number one priority in the draft, it's there. But, you know, we got to get high character guys. They want to lean on Ritter. Like, what did they see in Ritter? Like, guys, this is why we're struggling on offense. We got 4 touchdowns from our building block. We got 4 touchdowns from the building block of our rebuild. This is why we're struggling. Yeah, the quarterbacks, they're borderline trash too. But the guys that we drafted to help carry this load are not carrying the load. Because one, we should have never drafted a tight end if we ain't got a running back. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all something. Check this out. If Jacksonville Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence already in tow, if they move up to go get Brock Bowers, that makes sense. You already got your quarterback. Okay, that makes sense. You already got your quarterback. So look, hey, if I gotta sell the farm to go get Brock, I'm gonna go get Brock. I already got a quarterback. I ain't gotta worry about that. Trevor, yeah, Trevor gonna be good. But for a team, who was dependent on the middle round pick to become a top NFL quarterback, that didn't make no sense. That didn't make no sense. It make no sense. So we gave the Eagles a gift because we were scared because of the Falcons filter. And that's why we're struggling right now. We got 4 touchdowns out of Kyle Pitts. We got 4 touchdowns out of Bijan. And this is what really ticks me off about the Kyle Pitts pick. He's not even the best tight end on the field. He's not even the best tight end on this team. He's the second best tight end on the team. That's why you don't draft tight ends at number 4. You can go find another one. Kyle Pitts isn't even the best tight end on his team. Bump being the best pass catch on the team, he's not even the best tight end on the team. That 62-yard TD that Jono Smith had today, that was more effort and more determination that I've seen from Kyle, that I've ever seen. What I'm trying to say is I never seen Kyle display that much effort and determination in 3.5 years here. And Jono Smith has only been here for 9 games. I never seen Kyle Pitts make a play like that before, ever. Ever, ever, ever. So you kickstart the rebuild with Kyle, and he's not even the best tight end on the team. That's why this offense is struggling. Well, I ain't gonna say that's why, because the quarterback played a big part too. I ain't gonna dismiss that, but that's a big reason the offense is struggling, because the guys that you drafted to carry the offense are not carrying the offense. Bijan seems like he's fizzled out. Like G say, he seems disengaged since Headache Gate. And then, I know people say you should get Bijan the ball more, but can he handle the load? Can he handle the load? You don't want to put too much on his shoulders, and at the same time, tall as you're so damn good, you got to put him on the field too. That's why you didn't need Bijan at 8. The rebuild didn't rebuild. We're in the same position now that we were with Mariota them. We're in the same position now that we are with Mariota running the offense, throwing off his ass. Same position, 4 and 5. Same position. Kyle don't seem like he even give that type of effort that you want, you know. In the right situation, the right quarterback, Kyle can be potentially pretty good, but it wasn't the right pick for the Falcons. We rebuilding, man. That's our first pick. You going tight end, like, bro, all this talent you got below him. You could have took Penei Sewell and that would have been a better draft pick. You could have took Penei Sewell and that would have been a better draft pick than Kyle Pitts. At least you got a guy who ain't got to rely on nobody else to do his thing. Somebody says, put Kyle. Hold on, let's put you on the Summer Jam screen. Brisbane 77. Put Kyle on any other team and his stats vastly improve. Well, you know what? In reality TV, maybe so. But we only can deal with the present and what's going on in real time. He on the Falcons, and these stats are mediocre, buddy. That's the only thing I can go off. You know, if I want to go turn my Xbox on and trade Kyle to the Chiefs with Mahomes and see what he do, okay, cool. But that ain't going to help the real Falcons. That ain't going to help the Flowery Branch Falcons. They're still going to be 4 and 5. So, you know, we can do the man. We can do the fantasy football and the man and stuff, but that ain't real life. I only can deal with reality right now. I only can deal with reality. What we know and what's happening on the field every Sunday. And you say put Kyle on any other team, his stats vastly improve. Well, why you take him at 4 then? Because he playing for the Falcons. Why take him at 4? If he ain't gonna vastly improve with my team, our team, why go get him at 4? Why go get him at 4? Why go get him at 4? Kyle Pitts isn't the problem, my man. You probably just came in recently, but I said this is not an indictment on the players. It's an indictment on the picks. This isn't an indictment on the players. This is an indictment on the picks. We started off a rebuild with a tight end with no quarterback to throw him the ball. With no quarterback to throw him the ball. C-Dub says, man, Todd, the play calls the issue, the head coach. That could be the case, but I'm going to tell you this. Until you find a quarterback, it's going to be trouble in Atlanta. Like, you got to keep in mind the quarterback. This is not cliche. The quarterback is the most important position on that field. Look at Bill Belichick, for example. He lost probably the greatest quarterback in NFL history. And since then, he's an average coach at best. Same system, same scheme, same coach. But you know what? He don't have a quarterback. Same system, same scheme, same coach. But you know what? He don't have a quarterback. So, you know, we could fire Arthur Smith tomorrow. Bring somebody else in here. But you know what? As long as you got Heineke and Ritter as your quarterbacks, there are going to be problems in paradise. There are going to be problems in paradise. We don't have a quarterback. We don't have a quarterback. Red says no quarterback can concede under Arthur. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. A great quarterback can make up for below average or average coaching. But we don't have a quarterback. You could bring Andy Reid in here. As long as you got Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke at quarterback, there are going to be problems. There are going to be problems until you get a real quarterback in here. That's why dropping the ball and not drafting a solidified quarterback was a problem. That's why this rebuild sucks. We can blame everything on Arthur, but we still don't have a quarterback. So what we're going to do next year when we fire Arthur and we still ain't got a quarterback? Y'all think another coach going to come in here and do something with these below average quarterbacks we got? You still need the talent. Look at Bill Belichick. You still need the talent. I know it's a different sport, but look at Popovich with the Spurs. When his talent got old and left, he became a below average coach. Talent makes coaching. Coaching don't make talent. Let me say that again. Talent makes coaching. Coaching does not make talent. You got it. The coach has to have some talent. We don't have talent at the most important position. So again, we could fire Arthur Smith tomorrow. No sweat off my back. But who go? You still looking at Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke? Y'all see the balls that Desmond and Taylor be throwing? Some of Heineke's passes today look like some Ridder passes. Some of Heineke's passes today look like some Ridder passes. Throwing the ball right to the defense. You can bring the great Bill Walsh in here. If you ain't got competent talent at the quarterback, you're going to struggle. It's going to be a struggle. The only thing on offset that is a all-time great defense and a hell of a running game. All-time great defense and a hell of a running game. Y'all could talk about play calling till you blue in the face. Until you get a quarterback, it's not going to matter, y'all. Y'all could bring it up till you blue in the face. Until you get a quarterback, it's not going to matter. I just gave you the best example in the world with Bill Belichick. Why y'all think Belichick stopped winning? Y'all think Belichick just all of a sudden forgot how to coach? Y'all think Belichick just all of a sudden forgot how to coach after 6 Super Bowls? He just forgot how to coach one year. You think it's coincidental that he lose Brady go to the Bucs and the Bucs win a Super Bowl? Y'all don't put 2 and 2 together to see how important the quarterback position is? Y'all think it's coincidental that the great Andy Reid didn't win a Super Bowl until he got Patrick Mahomes? Y'all think that's coincidental? Y'all not putting 2 and 2 together? I get it. We want to blame Arthur Smith, but there ain't no quarterback here. I don't care who you bring in. Go get Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, the coaching will be better, but you're still gonna struggle because you ain't got a proper quarterback. You don't got that San Francisco defense either. What's up, Frank? It says X's and O's don't matter without the Jimmys and the Joes. Same story as college, just gets exposed much faster than NFL. Thank you. Thank you. I get it. We want to blame. We need a scapegoat. Like I said, if they fire Arthur Smith tomorrow, hey, ain't no sweat on my back. Yeah, if y'all watch my videos, y'all know I'm not the biggest Arthur Smith fan anyway. I don't care. They can get rid of him. But you still got Taylor Heineke and Desmond Ridder. So y'all really think there's a coach out here that's gonna just walk in and make Desmond Ridder a good thrower of the football, a smarter thrower of the football, or a Taylor Heineke? Don't stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. You still need a quarterback. You still need a quarterback. Talent makes coaching. Coaching don't make talent. Coaching supplements talent. So we fire Arthur tomorrow. It don't matter. You still ain't got a quarterback. There's still gonna be a struggle because you ain't got a quarterback. Now I tell you what. Since I think his name was Brisbane was talking about fantasy football and stuff. Let's continue playing fantasy football. You bring Patrick Mahomes on this team tomorrow. You're gonna see a hell of a lot different football team. We're gonna start winning. We're gonna start winning big because now we got a fucking quarterback. We got a very talented quarterback. And you can keep Arthur Smith here. You bring Mahomes here, Arthur Smith will look like a great coach because he has now a quarterback. Arthur don't have a quarterback. And it's his own fault for thinking that Desmond Ridder was going to be that guy. It's his fault and Fontenot's fault that they don't have a quarterback here. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind. If y'all think Patrick Mahomes wouldn't come here and ball. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Straight up. Y'all done lost y'all mind. That's as best as I can tell you. Y'all done lost y'all mind. Y'all done lost y'all mind. Y'all at this point, y'all are putting too much mustard on coaching. Y'all are putting too much mustard on coaching. When he coached Tannehill looked like a damn good quarterback because he had talent. You had King Henry and you had Tannehill. Tannehill ain't never been a bomb, but he was in a situation when he was surrounded by some good talent on offense. So you're seeing better results from the quarterback position. So they was winning games. They were getting in the playoffs. But if y'all think you could just take off Arthur Smith and just plug in any coach and it's gonna work, y'all ain't being y'all are being superficial. Y'all are being superficial. Brisbane says Tannehill looked good because he had AJ Brown, buddy. I just said talent, man. Along with Derrick Henry, talent. That's my point, bro. You need talent. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You need talent. You just said AJ Brown. I agree with you. Don't forget Derrick Henry. He had talent. We don't have that here at the quarterback position. You got some talented pieces that surrounds, but we ain't got nothing as far as the quarterback goes. When all these publications, CBS Sports, was ranking Ridder as like the 34th NFL quarterback in the league, I heard all the Falcons fans complaining, whoa, man, why they do Ridder like that? They just always hang on the Falcons. No, they don't have the same emotional ties that us fans do. They knew he wasn't good. They knew he wasn't good. Brisbane says you have Drake London, Pitts, and Bijan Robinson. That's talent. Bijan ain't no prime Derrick Henry. Let's start there. Bijan ain't no prime Derrick Henry running the football. None of the quarterbacks we got or a prime Ryan Tannehill. Let's start there. Kyle Pitts with Matt Ryan only had one touchdown. Let's end there. Do you watch Kyle Pitts when he running routes? Do you watch the lack of effort? Do you watch the lack of effort from Kyle Pitts when he running his routes? You think it's a coincidence that Kyle Pitts didn't score but one touchdown with Matt Ryan? A 14-year vet, former MVP. He still only had one touchdown with Matt Ryan. Y'all want to blame this whole thing on Arthur Smith? Be my guest, but you're wrong. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're wrong. Till you get a real quarterback in here, it don't matter what coach you bring in here. Till you get a real quarterback in here, it don't matter what coach you bring in here. It don't matter. You're going to have to get your quarterback, Jack. It don't matter who you bring here till you get your quarterback, man. It don't matter. But I get it. There's always a scapegoat with the Falcons. We always got to create a scapegoat. So Arthur Smith is the scapegoat now. And you talking about Kyle Pitts when you got the same quarterback out there, but Jonnu Smith is the better tight end. But Jonnu Smith is the better tight end. That 62-yard touchdown that Jonnu Smith had today, Kyle Pitts ain't did no shit like that in almost 4 years in Atlanta. And if you say any different, you're a fucking lie. You're going to have to eventually get a quarterback who can play football. I don't care what y'all say. There's a reason that they pay the quarterbacks the big money. There's a reason for that. There's a reason they pay the quarterbacks the big money. You're going to have to get a quarterback. Stop thinking that 100% of this is on the coach. It's not all on the coach. You're going to have to get a quarterback. If you really think you're going to beat these good NFL teams with Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. If you think you're going to beat these real, true NFL teams with Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke, you are sadly mistaken. I'm not a big fan of Arthur Smith, but he ain't out there throwing the ball to the other defenders. Some of them passes Heineke threw today, they look just like Desmond Ridder pass. Y'all watch the game, y'all seen it. You can't blame all that on Arthur Smith. You can't blame all that on Arthur Smith. Kyle Pitts was open today and Taylor Heineke threw the ball like 4 feet over him. Jonnu Smith had broke past his man and Heineke threw the ball behind him. He threw an interception that almost went for a pick six. That's not all Arthur Smith. That's bad quarterback play. My boy P in the building. What's happening with you, P? Glad you're here, brother. Says, but do we blame Arthur Smith for the QB room? Yes, you do. Yep, you do. He does take responsibility for that. Him and Terry Fontenot, because they assumed Desmond Ridder would be the guy, and I don't know where they got their assumption from, P. Because them 4 games that Ridder started, you could see like, man, this guy's not going to be ready to be a good starting quarterback the next year. So I do blame him for that. I blame him for the personnel decision, him and Terry Fontenot. Definitely blame them for that. Ms. B say preach, Toddy. And Ms. B, I'm just trying to tell him, like, look, I'm not capping for Arthur Smith. I'm not a big fan of Arthur Smith. But if you think you're just going to remove the coach and bring in another coach and still have Taylor Heineke and Desmond Ridder throwing the football, you're going to have the same problems. You're going to have the same problems. The problems are not going to leave until you get good quarterback play in here. It's the most important position in the NFL for a reason. And I keep going to the Bill Belichick analogy because that's the best concrete evidence I could give you. When Brady was with Belichick, everybody was saying Belichick is the greatest coach ever. Greatest NFL coach ever. Bar none. They weren't talking about Andy Reid. They were talking about Belichick. The quarterback leaves, the winning stops in New England. The quarterback left, the coach stayed. The quarterback left, the coach stayed, the winning stopped. Let me repeat that. The quarterback left. The coach stayed. The winning stopped. The quarterback goes down to Tampa, keeps winning with a different coach. Won a Super Bowl in Tampa, went to the playoffs every year in Tampa. People, that ain't coincidental. You need a quarterback. Andy Reid went winning Super Bowls until Pat Mahomes arrived. I'm not taking them away from Andy, but he got an all-time great arm in Pat Mahomes. Now, with his coaching skill, he could now get over the hump. Donovan McNabb could not get him over the hump. McNabb wasn't good enough. The same coach was in Philly all them years, y'all. The same coach was in Philly all those years. And Andy Reid. But you go get Baby Goat. Oh, now I can shake some. Now I can shake some. But y'all keep thinking everything Arthur Smith's fault. And you can bring another coach in here with Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heinicke if you want to. Okay. All right. Like I said, I get it. We need a scapegoat. And Arthur Smith going to be the scapegoat. I get that part. But I'm telling y'all, till you get a quarterback here, a legit quarterback, it's going to be problematic. We lucky now because we done had such a cupcake schedule that we 4-5. If we were facing some good quarterbacks all throughout the year, we'd have more than 5 losses. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. My boy Smitty in the building says, "What's up, fam? What's up with you, Smitty? How you doing, bro? And if y'all are not already following Smitty, make sure to check him out on Smitty Sports Machine right here on YouTube. Run up the likes, run up the comments, run up the subs. C-Dub said, I agree, but who is responsible for this and who is coaching this? I said earlier, like, I hold Smith and also Fontenot fully responsible for the quarterbacks that we have in our quarterback room. You know, I'm not trying to take off for Arthur Smith. I said all season that we needed to get a quarterback in here. Well, like I said, I got videos up saying you can't go into the season with Desmond Ridder as the quarterback. That's on Arthur Smith. Make no mistake about it. That's definitely on Arthur Smith. But also my point, C-Dub, is like, don't think you're going to just remove Arthur Smith, bring in another coach, and not upgrade the quarterback room. Don't think that's just going to be the magic potion that's going to make us start winning games. If you don't get a competent quarterback in here, you're going to have the same problems with just a different coach. You can bring Andy Reid here now. Yeah, the coaching would be better, but he ain't gonna be able to work no magic spells with Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heinicke. Neither one of them boys been Donovan McNabb, and he can win with McNabb. You need a quarterback, man. You gotta get you a quarterback. Smitty says Falcons need to sign a vet if Arthur Smith remains the coach. Who would you suggest, Smitty? Who would you suggest that we get? Dixon Way says, let me name off what we could have done, what we could have on this team. Michael Parsons, I agree. Jordan Davis, yeah. Jaden Carter, yeah. That's a better foundation on a rebuild than Pitts letting it be John. Let me ring the bell for that. Let me ring the bell for that. Because you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. My guy Robson Santana in the building. What's up with you, bro? How you feeling? The Bronx Bomber says, my brother Toddy, our quarterback is in Chicago. And you speaking of Fields. And I was capping for Fields. Over Pitts. Over Pitts in that 2021 draft. I was capping for Parsons too. I just didn't feel like you needed to kick off a rebuild with a tight end. And again, you don't have a quarterback to throw him the ball. You don't have a quarterback to throw him the ball. You got an old Matt Ryan. You about to run him out of town. Only to replace him with Mariota. Only to replace Mariota with a third round in Ridder. Only to bench Ridder to bring in Heinicke. Like, y'all, this quarterback carousel is going on because we ain't got no good quarterback. You know, a good quarterback can make up for somewhat lackluster coaching, but you can't do it the other way around. John Kemp says, "Look at Joe Burrow and Cincy." What you mean specifically when you say that? C Dub says, I get rid of Ritter. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But I'm telling y'all, we gotta find a quarterback, man. Y'all want to fire Cole Smith tomorrow? Hey, I sign a petition. Get rid of Cole Smith. I don't really like him anyway. I come here and make videos talking about how toxic he is. But make no mistake about it. You gotta get a quarterback. Y'all think we're gonna be winning playoff games with Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke? You're sadly mistaken. I don't care what coach you bring in. You can go get Kirby Smart, you can go get Bill Belichick, you can get Lincoln Riley, Andy Reid. You can put them all on the same staff if you like. There's still gonna be issues. There's still gonna be issues. Still gonna be issues. Dirty Bird 08 says he can't be a scapegoat if he has an active part in messing up the franchise, cutting a small piece of cancer out of still cutting out the cancer. When I say he's the scapegoat, what I'm speaking on specifically is Dirty Bird 08, the comments that I'm seeing where people just feel like you can fire Arthur Smith and bring in bring in another coach and not upgrade the quarterback room and we're gonna start winning. It's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna happen. You still got to get a competent quarterback. You still got to get a good quarterback. It's a quarterback league. Y'all think they paying average quarterbacks $40 million for no reason? You think the big dogs making 50, 55 million a year for no reason? They are that important to the game. So when I say he's the scapegoat, I'm not saying that he's a good coach and we're just throwing unnecessary blame on him. I'm saying when people are commenting that you can bring any quarterback in here under Arthur Smith and they won't perform, that's egregiously false. That is egregiously false. You bring Pat Mahomes in here tomorrow with Arthur Smith, watch he shake some. You go get Patty Mahomes and bring him in here with Arthur Smith, watch he shake some. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, to think that just solely coaching makes Mahomes great is asinine. Like that just ain't his arm talent that's doing that. To think just solely coaching made Brady such a dog is asinine. To think that ain't Tom Brady that's doing a lot of that. Talent makes coaching. Coaching don't make talent. Talent makes coaching. That's why if you look in the history of the NFL, pretty much any all-time great quarterback has won a Super Bowl. The most of them have. I know you got your Dan Marinos, they ain't never won one. But the ones that just have that great arm talent, that great pocket presence, they've all won Super Bowls for the vast majority of them. You got some outliers who didn't do it, but the elite quarterbacks, they eventually figured out because they just that good. Smitty says, no, we definitely need a new QB if we change coaches. Definitely. And even if we happen to keep Coach Smith, you got to upgrade the quarterback room. You got to. T. Terry says, Michael Penix Jr. I like Penix, man. Penix got an arm on him. I like Penix a lot. My only concern with Penix T. Terry is the injury history. That's my only thing with him. He has an injury history. 2 ACL tears, and that concerns me a little bit. I can't front. But if they were to go out there and draft him, I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. I just, would cross my fingers that them ACL injuries are behind him. The eye test said I hold Smith responsible because he said that he could make a silk purse out of a soul's ear and stake his reputation and our team on that belief. And I'm cool with that. You can definitely hold him responsible. I come in here and bang on him all the time. I don't have no problem with people blaming Cole Smith. I don't want y'all to get this misconstrued that I'm up here defending Cole Smith, the capping Cole Smith. I'm just trying to get some balance. I'm trying to get some balance. To think that you could just get rid of the coach and not upgrade the quarterback room, and then we're gonna be winning playoff games. That's not gonna happen. To think that to think a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes could not come in here and win games with Arthur Smith and the surrounding talent, you're not being logical. At that point in time, the emotions of the loss are superseding logic. You know, we're not putting logical ideas out there, in my opinion, as I see it. Let me see what else we got in here. Smitty says Colin Murray, Justin Fields come to mind. Those are definitely two upgrades. Definitely two upgrades than what we got now. But Ritter and Heineken, and I was all for benching Desmond Ritter, and I still think that Heineken threw the football better. But at the same time, I saw some terrible throws from Heineke today. Just like what are you looking at, bro? Get the ball down, hit the receiver stride. And that's just a reflection of just a bad quarterback room. Again, I go back when I said earlier, when all them publications came out and saying that the Falcons had like the worst quarterback room in the NFL, and the fan base was just, got in their feelings about it. Well, they just hate on the Falcons. They always hate on the Falcons. No, they just ain't got no emotional bias or ties to the Falcons. They just called it like they see it. They knew the quarterback room was bad, and we're seeing bad quarterback play. We're seeing bad quarterback play today from Heineke. I ain't gonna come in here and sugarcoat it and act like Heineke played good today, because he did. He had some bad throws. He had some good throws too. I still think he is a better thrower of the football than Ritter. I think he has better pocket presence than Ritter. I think the less of the two evils would be Heineke, but we ain't gonna go far with Taylor Heineke either. They got to get their quarterback in here. At the end of the day, they got to get their quarterback in here. G says, to your point, Tyler, look how Josh McDaniels pushed out Derek Carr for Jimmy Garoppolo, and look where that got McDaniels. Great example. Excellent example, G. Smith says both QBs lack consistent decision making. Yes, let's ring the bell for that. Definitely. Both of them are highly inconsistent. I definitely agree with you on that. And that's why we got to get competent quarterback play. I mean, Coach Smith is not ideal for me. Like I said, we fire him tomorrow. Hey, I fire up a cigar and pull me up a drink and have a celebratory smoke. But the problem in the quarterback room still gonna be there. Whoever the next guy up, whoever the next coach is, you don't come here and work no magic with Desmond Ritter and Taylor Heineke. They just not. They're backup quarterbacks. They both the backups. They're not proficient starters in the NFL. Tony says Chicago wanted several first round draft picks in exchange for Fields. I wouldn't trade no first round for Fields. I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't going to front. I'm not trading no first round for Fields. For one, I'm not sure Justin is worth that. For two, you're going to have to pay Justin Fields in 2 years? Fifth year option going to come up pretty soon. So no, I would pass on that. In that case, I would just rather go draft our guy. Just go draft our quarterback, and hopefully we hit. Frankie says, when the two quarterbacks make the same mistake, the coaching comes into question. I think it's fair to question the coaching, but I think you also need to look at the two quarterbacks too. You got Taylor Heineke, who's played on 5-6 different teams, never been a consistent starter. You got Desmond Ritter, who was drafted in the 3rd round. I'm not saying no question of coaching, but do y'all really think we got a good quarterback room? I'm not saying no question of coaching. I'm not taking over Coach Smith, but Coach Smith ain't throwing them passes, y'all. Go watch the game today. I mean, Taylor wasn't terrible, but he wasn't good either. Coach Smith wasn't throwing the ball 4 feet over Kyle Pitts' head today. Coach Smith didn't throw that interception today. You know, I just saw some plays where, especially in the second half, where Heineke just kind of lost his way a little bit. The ball was getting away from him. Even when he was setting his feet, he was throwing bad passes. Ms. B says the thing about Taylor Heineke is that this was his first full game. He is not used to playing with the first team. He looks better than Ritter, but we definitely need a quarterback in 2024. That's exactly what I meant with it too. I don't know. I'm going to assume that they're going to I'm going to assume Arthur Smith will start Heineke at least one more game. That's my assumption. Like you said, to give him some more time and some more reps with the first team. And to Taylor's defense, Drake London went in there. He lost Mac Hollins also in the game, you know, so that could have played a part. But yeah, we definitely got to get another quarterback in 2024. You know, just don't think for 1 second like our quarterback room is good and we're gonna be beating teams with Ritter and Heineke, because that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen at all. Smitty says, keep doing your thing, bro. I'm taking over. Shout out to you, Smitty, bro. Appreciate you coming in, man. Let's see what else we got here. Ray Ellison says Chicago probably has 2 top 5 picks. I think they do. See, Doug says 5th-year options coming for Pitts. Yep, he'll be in year 4 next year. Frankie says agreed on the QB room. They need to raise the talent level big time. Yep, and that's pretty much all I'm saying, Frankie. Again, if they fire Arthur Smith tomorrow, I'm good with it. I ain't gonna complain about it. I'll be happy for it. But you're still gonna have to take care of that quarterback problem, man. You know, you still gonna take care of the quarterback problem. You know, just don't think a quarterback gonna come here. Don't think a coach gonna come here and work miracles with below average quarterbacks or below average arm talent. No, man. The best of coaches need a good quarterback. Seth Thomas says you can't go 3 and out on the goal line. Arthur Smith fault, period. I can agree on that. I can agree on the play calling. You know, I can definitely agree on that. But I'm not gonna blame Arthur Smith for bad passes, though. I'm not gonna say that's Arthur Smith's fault when I see quarterbacks who are very inconsistent, who are very erratic with their passes. That's not Arthur Smith's fault. That's the quarterback issue. Jesus Smith don't have a leg to stand on because he chose Red in the 3rd round. I agree with you on that. And I said that earlier. Like, look, that's part of the critical mistakes in the rebuild. Thinking you're gonna do something with a 3rd round quarterback instead of going to get your quarterback in the draft. My preference would be to draft a quarterback next year. If we can find a viable vet, you know, I'll be okay with that. But I think at some point you got to bite the bullet and get a quarterback. To me, part of rebuilding is getting a new franchise quarterback in the draft. You know, I think we eventually just gonna have to get that quarterback in the draft. Ray says so. It is inevitable, that we draft the quarterback in the 1st round next year. Also, who would you prefer if you drafted one? That would be my option, to take one in the 1st round next year. Because then we got 4 years of a rookie contract with him, and we can continue to put talent around him. My pick would be I got a few on there. I like Penix. I'll explain to you my concerns with his injury history, though. But I do like Michael Penix Jr. Of course, I like Shedeur Sanders. I like Primetime Son. I like LSU's quarterback, too. Jaden Daniels, if I'm saying his name correct. Off top, I like those 3 guys. After the season is over, I'll dig deeper into scouting those guys and watching film or watching tape on them. But I'll top those guys. Oh, and Drake May. I like Drake too. And Caleb Williams. I don't know if they're going to spend that much to jump up to the top 2 spots. But you still got some talent after the top 2 quarterbacks, you know. I think we still can get a good guy without going into the top 2. That's true, John. That's very true. The announcer said today that Taylor doesn't practice with the ones he practicing with Hollis, Hodge, and Van Jefferson. That's very true. And I think they said that Taylor said his favorite or the target he has the most, I guess you might say, chemistry with would be Hodge also. And I think Hodge has been playing well lately as well. I think he's been doing good with us. The eye test as well. When the coach awards the QB1 position, A, without a competition, B, with one non-scoring drive in preseason game. Yeah. And like, what's your end part of that? Unless I'm missing something off of that also. But if it's what I think you're saying, again, I blame Cole Smith on all that. And John, you watched a lot of my videos. You've heard me go into detail on blaming Cole Smith on that. But my point remains the same. If you get rid of Arthur Smith tomorrow and you still have the same quarterback room, you're gonna have the same problems because the quarterback room is terrible. You know, so if we get rid of Arthur Smith, we can blame him for not playing rid in the preseason. We can blame him for trying to think he's gonna make a third round quarterback the next Joe Montana. I agree with that. I'm cool with that. You can bring a new coach in here tomorrow. You still gonna have the same quarterback issues. Ain't that gonna change? John Kipps, Joe Burrow turned Cincinnati around into winning a Super Bowl team. He is a dog. He is a dog. He is a dog. And do we even know who Cincinnati's coach is? Can anybody even name Cincinnati's coach without Googling? I'm not sure who the hell their coach is. Keon says, I think we overestimate sometimes as a fan base who we really got in that locker. Yes, we do. We definitely do. There's always that fan bias there because them your guys, them your team, that's your favorite team. There's always an overestimation factor there. I say this all the time. I'm gonna use some guys that play for us. I always say that Matt Ryan's biggest fans overestimated how good he is. And I always say that Mike Vick's fans, his diehard fans, the Vick diehard fans, overestimated how good Mike Vick was. I'm not saying that neither one of them were bad or not good or they didn't have some great times, but I think the diehards in both of those fan bases, they overestimate how good or how great both of those quarterbacks was also. Miller says, I hope Jesse talks to the dudes on D and try to get them to stay another year and see what we can do before the head coach leaves. I hope so also. I would like to have Calais Campbell back. I think he still got some juice left. But Dupree has been pretty good for us based on what he makes. Now his price might go up in the offseason. I don't know. But if we can get him back on a nice favorable deal, I like to get him back as well. Definitely would. Let's see. Steph said, I agree. Should have signed a damn rocket sign. Got beat by a damn rocket signers. CYJ 2023 says, didn't know why we didn't trade for Kyler Murray or Justin Fields before the trade deadline. Shaking my head. Probably because of what it would have cost to get either one of those players. And then you still had Kyler, who wasn't even playing at the time. I'm gonna guess neither one of those guys would have been cheap before the deadline. And also being transparent, I'm glad we didn't make no major trades because I want us to. My preference is to get a quarterback in the draft. To me, that's part of a major rebuild. You get rid of the old quarterback, you go draft a new quarterback. To me, I'm old school and traditional when it comes to the word rebuild. And I think that's part of a rebuild. When Mike Vick left, we broke it down and we rebuilt. We brought a new quarterback in here. So my preference is to go get one in the draft. And I know that means that it's going to take 1 to 3 years to, or 2 to 3 years, I should say, to probably get him where he needs to be. But at least we got him 4 years on the rookie contract and the option of a 5th-year option contract. And we can continue to use that rookie contract that he's playing under to keep good defense around him, to keep a good team around him. Because, you got to sign a veteran. Now you've committed to like a bigger contract. Because honestly, man, there's no veteran that you're going to sign for probably on a good one, a fairly good one for under $30 million a year. I just don't see it happening. T. Terry said, pray we don't lose to Arizona next week. Man, boy, it would be Armageddon if we do. Definitely be Armageddon if we do. But y'all, it's been over 2 hours, man. It's almost 2 o'clock. That's definitely my time. This been a good, spirited, conversation about the loss, about our rebuild, and about the coach and the quarterback. Definitely a good conversation. I will be back tomorrow for the player grades. I'll probably come on anywhere from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. I'll put it up on the not Facebook. I'll put it up on the YouTube channel. So y'all will know. But it'll be around 3:30, 4 o'clock. But until then, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good and also have a blessed weekend. I'm out. Peace.